Hi, this is Farzeen and welcome to India Today, and I have with me the team of Ruslan. So how excited are you guys about your film?
Very excited. Very excited. Can't wait.
But what can we expect from the film? The trailer has left us impressed, like so much action, so much drama. There's also a dose of romance. But what can we expect from the film?
High octane entertainment. In my personal opinion, you get, as you rightly said, you're going to get the action, you're going to get the romance, you're going to get emotion, you're going to get patriotism, you're going to get a great story, and comedy also. So I believe that this film is something that's going to offer a lot of entertainment for the viewers. Once they go inside, I'm sure that they will come out thoroughly entertained with a great story. And having said that, I believe that Ruslan is a film that anybody at any age group can come inside and have a good time and come out. So there's something for everyone.
Okay, please.
He summed it up.
Yeah.
It's a wholesome package. Walk in with your family
Families.
and go out extremely satisfied.
Yes. Karan, tell me, did the film come to you or you went ahead with the film to the producers? Like, how did it happen?
The film did come to me. Aayush and I have been, friends for a while, and we've been wanting to work together for some time now. And the film actually first went to him, and I'll say he was kind enough to have brought it to me. I feel, honestly, when it came to me, it felt so perfect with its emotion. The script just... When I heard the script, at the end of it, I was like, I want to do this, because the emotion is so right, the drama is so right. It just is, it makes you want to tell this story.
Yeah.
Ye kahani bolni chahiye. There's that hunger to say the story, and I think that's how it...
And for a change, a female actor is also doing action. I mean, usually it's just the eye candy part that we get to see. How excited were you when you got to know that you will be kicking asses on the film too?
Honestly, it was unbelievable for me that, they are like as a debut film, I am getting the opportunity to act, to dance, to do action, and it was absolute no-brainer. After the audition, when I heard the script, I was like, why are you even asking me? I mean, let's just sign and let's move on to the next thing. So I'm extremely humbled and grateful that they showed faith in me and chose me. So
I think you used the right word. She's kicked asses.
And tell me, what do your kids say about your action avatar on screen?
Well, they don't believe it.
Okay.
Because I'm a very chilled person at home. I'm a very relaxed person. I'm more like a child who plays PlayStation most of the times. But there's something very sweet about them, because when they do see me doing this on screen, they start emulating it. Even my daughter does it.
Wow.
She tries to, me and my son and my daughter, they start fighting each other and they start showing the stunts. This is Ruslan move 1, Ruslan move 2. He was directing some sequences and my son saw it. So he called me the gun shifter. So I said, what is a gun shifter? He said, you are very good at shifting weapons from one man to another.
Wow.
So I'm like, And nowadays it's come to a point where they've also started taking me seriously as an action actor. So they when you're watching Power Rangers or they're watching anything on TV, Papa, come here. What if you do this in the movie? How will this look?
Wow.
So you have this weapon and then you do this and you do this. So they have taken it up, but they enjoy it. They like it. And somewhere down the line, for a father, if you are a, some sort of a action hero, some sort of a hero for your kids, that's the biggest thing you can ask for. Your kids look up to you and say, don't worry, my father's there.
Yeah, absolutely. Karan, you have a script for another film like Power Rangers.
I have
Out.
multiple scripts for Aayush. I told him the other day, you spoilt me. He has spoilt me so badly that now when I'm thinking of my next film, I'm like, Aayush ko hi acha lagega kya?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
But Karan, tell me, in the last 2 years, we've seen so many spy films. Where do you think Ruslan will stand out among the crowd of all the spy dramas?
Honestly, I don't look at it as any kind of a competition, or we're in this space of competing with other spy films. I think that was not even the intention of the film, right? We didn't get into this movie thinking, oh, let's make a spy film. There was a story that came our way, which was actually a very, very good story. And it genuinely felt like this story should be told.
Yeah.
So it's just probably a coincidence that there's this spy space or whatever. Ruslan is not in that space. I'll in fact say Ruslan is not in the spy space. Ruslan is in a very different space. Ruslan
Ayush, in the trailer, how Ruslan speaks about kind of creating his own identity.
Yeah.
You have had a very hard journey. Earlier, of course, you had your grandfather's
Yeah.
name to you, of
Yeah.
course, and of
Yeah.
course, the Khan family
Yeah.
comes in. How difficult has it been for you to kind of make your own identity and just shed that tag away from you?
I think I'm still in process. I don't think so. I've shed it completely.
Yeah.
There are times when I do get associated to my grandfather, as you rightly said, and to Salman Khan, as you said. Which is the truth that it is somewhere down the line that you are either carrying one baggage or you're carrying the other baggage. And I don't say baggage in a negative connotation. I say it in the sense of that today there is a certain people usually think, oh, you come from a political background, this is your mindset. Oh, you're coming from a film family, this is your mindset. It's actually not the case.
Yeah.
That is something that for me, I am attempting, I'm trying my level best to come out because it's not that I'm ashamed of it. I'm proud of the associations I have, and they have so much to learn from both the families. I have learned so much: the attitude, the behavior, the fighting spirit, what made them into a success story. So that's something I really hold closely. But one thing that I have really understood in between, my grandfather and Mr. Khan is that both of them worked hard enough to make sure people see them.
Yeah.
And that is what I try to do for myself, that I rather, focus on, going out there, working, trying my level best, going higher and higher and higher and higher in my own work ethic, so that I can, have my own legacy, I can have my own name, and slowly and steadily people do resonate with me as an actor myself, of my own caliber, of my own giving. Having said that, the lines of the trailer were very personal to me in some sense, because if you see the teaser, it talks about identity and says, "Wajood apna kyun dhoonde tu agar hunar hi tera saathi hai." And that somewhere really hit me. When I heard those lines, it really hit me. I said, that's the story. That's the story. Why are you looking for an identity when the only thing that you have to offer is talent? And if talent is appreciated, and I hope people do like it, then I will be able to, carve my own way.
But do you think there's always this prejudice that people have, even fans against you? Do you feel that?
It has good and bads, both sides. I have been blessed with some people who are fans of the family, and they give me immense love.
Wow.
And I believe even with love they call me Jija Ji, and
So
and somewhere down the line they say Jija Ji ki film aa rahi hai, hum saath mein khade hain. So it somewhere down the line I cannot only look at the negatives. People sometimes always kind of focus on what is the negative aspect of it. I also see the kind of recognition that I get. My pictures were out there before my main movie came out.
True.
So from somewhere down the line, people knew of me, people supported me. There are I would not call them my fans, but the fans of the family that stood by me. So I don't really see it as only people that see negatives. See, negatives are going to come because people somewhere down the line feel, okay, fine, you are dependent, you are only doing a certain kind of work. So that I will change. But my only theory is, love me, hate me, don't avoid me. I can convert the hate into love, but I will be very bothered if I'm being avoided.
Yeah.
So I think in the positive sense, love me as much as you can, hate me as much as you can, and even if you hate me, I'll keep working hard enough that one day you do come. So I'll share a very experience with you. It's a very very funny thing. There was a conversation somebody had. He said, I didn't really one fan interaction I had, and he said, I don't really think much of you, and I think you just got a movie because you come from the family. I said, yeah. So I went to see your first film, Lavayatri. It was a good film. Decent film. I would not say great, not bad, but decent, whatever. But I don't know what future holds for you. I said, ma'am, the fact that you had already decided that you hate me, but you still bought a ticket, I won.
True.
I won. Now, this is the first step. Now, it's my job to make sure you keep buying my tickets and you keep coming in slowly and steadily. That hate or maybe something so negative will eventually come come into love.
Yeah.
Because hate is also somewhere down the line abbreviation of love. You just you flip it down, love,
True.
hate. It's just the same thing.
True.
So just don't avoid me.
Karan, tell me, what do you think of this new obsession that even fans have around box office numbers? Like everyone is discussing box office numbers. Like
Yeah, I mean,
It's become dinner table conversation.
it's extremely scary as a filmmaker. No, it's scary from the perspective that you are now looking at everything from a number perspective, which is good. At the end of the day, it is a business.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, a good story put out there in the right way will make its money. There is no way a good film will not make its money, and I think it's more the audience is also looking at it from that perspective.
Yeah.
I feel like people are also seeing the number and saying, oh, this is a good film because people are going there in larger numbers. People are going into theaters in larger numbers. They're consuming this movie. Matlab achhi hai. You know, I feel like it's also a balancing factor for what at one time was only critically appreciated. You know, there was a time when people used to only read critics and decide whether they want to see a film or not. But now they're also seeing box office numbers and saying, ठीक है अगर critic ने कुछ नहीं बोला नंबर है मैं जाके पिक्चर देखूंगा मतलब लोगों को पसंद आ रही है. So I feel like it's got its good from that factor. Scary a little for the filmmakers always, but
Yeah. But as young actors, like, what's your perception?
See, for me, I think it's completely not required. I don't think so that, first of all, I don't blame the audience, it is us. We like to flaunt our numbers.
true. That's also true.
Nobody understands the business of Bollywood, to be very honest. When we talk about a film does gross box office, people think that's the actual number. Then there's a difference between gross and net.
Yeah.
Many people don't understand that.
True.
It is all perception. But this perception is being created by whom? I cannot blame the audience for it. I blame us for it. As an industry, we are so obsessed with numbers, where we are not understanding the fact that a film is a film. We have three mediums now. First, we have theatrical, then we have OTT, then we have satellite. And these three portals, you can find your audience at any platform. Some films might not do well in theatrical, but when you see them OTT, it's a good film.
Yeah.
I liked it.
True.
Somewhere down the line, if OTT, if people don't track it, and you're watching or surfing through TV and you watch it, like, my real friend Vatsal, his film Tarzan the Wonder Car,
It's still so much love.
it is so popular.
Huge
on the
on
satellite.
huge
It's
on
huge.
satellite.
People love him
Yeah.
for Tarzan the Wonder Car. But if you go to evaluate what was the box office number, box office value number is for the producer and for the trade.
Yeah.
But what Tarzan has done for Vatsal it's beautiful.
True.
Right? So the barometer, I believe, it's not the audience's fault, it's our fault. We are not letting the films flow.
Also, tell me, Aayush, there's towards the end of the trailer, you're looking so much like Tiger Shroff, like your body.
I have heard that. I've heard that.
So tell me, like every actress today, like so well sculpted.
Yeah.
Like, has that become important to kind of?
You know, honestly, first of all, let's address the topic. I am loving my life. To begin with, it's a good thing. People, sometimes, people try to troll me with this and they say, oh, you look like Tiger. Sometimes they say, I look like Salman. I am so versatile. I didn't know. I didn't know. But okay, and the best thing is, you're comparing me to very good actors.
Yes.
Salman Khan is a superstar. Tiger is a superstar.
Absolutely.
Both of them have done great work. Both of them have great fan following. So, again, as coming back to don't avoid me, I'm very happy that you're comparing me to two people who have really done well.
Yeah.
If my action reminds you of Tiger's action, I am extremely happy because Tiger is exceptionally good in what he does. If I've even come close to him, I'm very happy with myself. I'm not as fit as him. I'm not as flexible as him. I don't put in the hours that he puts in, and I have huge respect of Tiger.
Yeah.
So for me, if somebody says that, compliment. Somebody says you're doing this like Salman Khan, compliment. Your work, you're being, recently I did
True, very
something.
true.
When somebody said you talk like Shah Rukh Khan, you walk like Salman Khan, and they meant it in a negative connotation. I said,
Such
dude, you're
a
comparing me to two huge superstars. Thank you so much. So I'm okay with it. You can keep comparing me. I hope very soon my acting capabilities come close to Nasir Saab. if that happens, something like it, if I have an all-in package and I would like to take this opportunity to tell all the producers, if you can't get Tiger, can't get Salman Bhai, I am here. I can do it. No, jokes apart, it's just funny. But I think it depends on the role.
Okay.
If I'm playing Ruslan here, Antima was much more beefier because it was supposed to be the bull's character. He was more like Raulia was a character of a bull
Yeah.
who was just masculine, who would not think, who would just cut and slack and shoot. Ruslan is not that. Ruslan is a guy who's more agile. He moves more flexibly. He's more trained. He's more, he's swift. He's nimble-footed.
Yeah.
Runs faster. Goes there. So I feel every film has to change. I reduced my muscle mass for this film, but I believe that physicality, in my personal opinion, I don't propagate it. I don't propagate it. I really want to take this opportunity to tell people, do not try to be this. I am the most unfit person on the day I'm shooting that sequence. It's not healthy.
Yeah.
It's not something I propagate. It's for the camera. I do it for the films. In real life, do I look like that? No. Do I keep like my body like that throughout the year? No. My director takes utmost care of my health the day I'm shooting.
Yeah.
He's focused on making sure it's a secure environment. My water is less, my food is less, everything is less, and he's making sure I'm shooting. So I personally don't believe this is any parameter of good looks or fitness.
Yeah.
Don't do it. This is not fitness. Fitness is a good body, good mind, good health.
Absolutely.
This is not it. But I don't want to even be known for my physicality. Like if tomorrow he tells me, I want you to be a person who's just a guy working in the office, I would let go my body. Because I don't want to be as one person who's only noticed for my physical attributes,
Yeah. And Sushrii, you tell me, like, do you also face this perception or that judgment that you have to be good looking to be a female actor, like in films? Like, have you faced that you judged only for your good looks?
Thank you for the compliment, by the way. That just made my day already. But I don't think that I'm just beginning. This is like the beginning of my journey, and I fit the requirement of what this character needed to do, and that is action, which is why I was cast for this. So I also believe that as an actor, you should be able to transform yourself. So when I was doing theatre, there's a very famous play called Sakharam Binder that I have performed in. It was absolutely glam, no makeup, like that kind of a zone. So I want to be able to explore different avenues and not get stuck to something. But this character demanded certain aspects out of me, so I put in all of that work. So yeah, I feel like as an actor, I want to be able to flow and not be, restricted by good looks or this or that.
By the way, your Wikipedia page says that you worked in Zero also.
Yes, I did a little cameo. I was lucky enough to share the screen with Shah Rukh Khan sir. So yay!
Yes. So my final questions are: all three of you worked with superstars. Irrfan Khan, of course, you worked with Shah Rukh and you worked with Salman. What has been the biggest learning that you got from working with them? Like, that kind of helped you evolve or helped you grow as a profession?
I think what I got from Irrfan sir when I worked with him was discipline. I used to see him so disciplined and so insanely dedicated.
Yeah.
He was one person I would see on set who would be razor sharp, non-indulgent, extremely focused. And I feel like that's something I've not worked with too many, but I see that in, whatever, when I hear that's a very common trait.
Yeah.
They are so sharp and so present in their performances that it just shows. That's where the audiences connect at the end of it.
Absolutely.
I think it was an incredible experience. Like one thing I learned from him was that, he came on set and he's a superstar. He doesn't need to do it. He can just come and start shooting, right? He came 30 minutes before the action. He rehearsed with every single, I do not like this word, but I'll still use it, the extra artist. I like to call them extra special. So then he introduced himself to all the actors present over there, including me, and I was like, oh my god, like he just makes you feel so special and seen and validated in that 2-3 seconds of interaction, that like this is why he's such a superstar. And the scene was such that I had to reprimand him, like I had to shout at him, and I was so nervous because it's Shah Rukh Khan, how do I do it? But he just like cracked jokes, and he just like made me feel comfortable, and everyone feels so comfortable around that it just like it was one take okay.
Amazing.
So I think that's something I hope I can incorporate and imbibe in me as a human being.
Amazing.
I think for me, both of them has pointed the same thing, but I've been lucky to be assistant on Tube Light too. I saw Shah Rukh Bhai and Salman Bhai both work together. I've seen many big superstars who've been on set, and I've been lucky enough to be assistant to them. One thing that is a very common denominator is dedication.
Yeah.
Once you're out of your van, you're in your character. But more than anything, it is just about having fun. The childlike quality, I've seen both of them to enjoy what they're doing, as opposed to, it is something I always wonder, like, you've been in the industry for about 35 years now.
True.
35 years doing the same, just imagine, think about this. 35 years, you have to say, I love you.
Yeah.
35 years, you have to say, I love you. And you have to keep saying it every time like it's the first time you're saying it. The love of, being a part of a movie, or being grateful to today I have work to go for.
Yeah.
Today I wake up for something. I need to be on the set. That, I think, is something that keeps them, that childlike quality, alive. That they never feel that, okay, we know it all, or this is done there, been there, done that.
Yeah.
Every time they are ready to go for it, changing their looks, changing their style, trying to evolve, trying to do something new, reinvent themselves. One thing that's a common denominator between all superstars, they reinvent themselves.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Nobody has if you just notice the journey from the time they started to where they are right now, they have done everything.
True.
Today, Salman Bhai is known as an action star, but he was not an action star for the longest time.
Yeah.
Chocolate boy, comedy,
Absolutely.
family films, then come into a little bit of action earlier, didn't work, come back to romance, then do a side role, then do this, then do that. There is no status that is involved in that,
True.
I love to see it how in today's generation I believe we cannot make a kuch kuch hota hai. No two actors will come
will
together.
do that, yeah.
Nobody will want to be the second lead. Everybody wants to be the first lead. Nobody wants to be like, okay, I'm going to come for 20 minutes and 20 minutes I will do my part and I'll be out. That was the self-confidence they had about their own identity. I don't need 2 hours to make people love me. I would just need 15 minutes. I need 5 minutes. I need one shot.
Yeah.
I need one entry and I am going to do my magic. That
True.
is something I believe, that excitement of working is something I felt that both of them have. And they still keep it. They still have the energy. Come on, man. They look at the age and the way they both are looking. Come on, man. They're giving it. It's so funny that I believe they're giving all the young actors a run for their money.
Yeah.
They're still saying there's miles and miles you need to learn before you need to be here. So I believe that is the most exciting thing about it.